and Night Stalker, where when Luna's ulting, it turns to night. So, you know, he's basically got a second ultimate when you think about it that way. So I'm going to go with TSpirit. Steven, what are you thinking?
Guys, I have to be the one, okay? You know what? I told you, LGD had the calibration game. Now they know what they want to pick. I know it looks rough for their early game, but I still think their late game is better, just like game one. Just hope that they can make it to the late game this time around with their disables. I'm gonna go with LGD.
Alrighty then, that will be our decisions for game number 2. Let's find out how it's gonna go with our casting duo of B-Cup and Mo Farah.
Thank you very much, Nomad. A lot less rhymey this time around, but yeah, it's an interesting draft here from TSpirit with the Hoodwink in the 5. Miposhka 7-3 with this hero in pro games, so it's not like it's an unknown for him. Just recently we've been seeing a lot of Shadow Demon Bane, and now we get to see him on the Hoodwink, which should be exciting. A little bit of a different hero from him, not that save or natural save that we've seen, like I said, with Shadow Demon and Bane, right?
Yeah, and it is a bit different. The thing that surprised me about the draft, though, was that Spirit took a lot of time to think about their opening bans and picks. So it feels like LG have really got in their heads early on with like the way that the draft order went. So they had to they took a long time to think about what they wanted to do on Spirit, and it'll be interesting to see whether they should, like you're mentioning, something that they're comfortable with, that they can have such a good performance on again. I would slightly favor OGD, I think, in this draft. I think
the battle begins.
And the way Spirit win, right, is I think Steven mentioned it. Like, if the Luna could come out of the lane ahead, which it should have a relatively good time. And I think if Batrider does okay, they can be pretty explosive around the Night Stalker. So there is definitely ways for Spirit to win, but I think this Monkey King 4, man, I've been playing so much of this hero. Jinkyu's turned me to the dark side of Monkey King position 4. And it is so much fun.
Is it dark side if you're winning MMR?
Yeah, well, it's the dark side because if you pick Monkey King 4 in your pubs, people just complain. They're like, oh man,
he's playing a carry.
I did some game where I went like no boots, Echo Saber, and they were like, oh my god.
Did you purposely not pick up boots, or did you forget?
Oh no, I purposely did it. Yeah.
Okay. We were talking about accidentally not picking up boots.
Oh. I am surprised he went all the Venom though on the Monkey King in this top lane, because against these two range heroes, like, you don't trade too efficiently, right? And they have vision with the Acorn shot to see trees and everything.
Yeah, so it could be a dangerous time for him in this top lane, but it's definitely different to the IO he was playing previously. This is kind of something that we've seen and expected here from Xinkyu, which is that more I can turn into a core, move around, play aggressive, and be part of the fight kind of hero here for him. So he's going to try and pull this creep wave. Miposhka pulls the camp right next to it.
Really
stops that from happening.
I mean, obviously Luna's going to be able to free farm into tower here as well, but the thing is, when you're playing these lanes, right, it's double melee against double range. It's obviously Spirit favored. You want to just upset the lane equilibrium as much as possible. So like here, the Beastmaster's able to farm the big camp and the wave, as well as, like, instead of just the wave of the Luna. So yeah, well played by Xinkyu, even if Miposhka does get the pull off.
Ooh. All right. Faithion just trying to pull it so he could get the disruption on the range creep, but actually Faithion ends up getting that creep denied, or, well, one of the creeps that he wanted to get denied. You're starting to see that maybe this Beastmaster, like you said, may not have the best time in this lane, but I'm interested to see if yeah, the courier's just waiting by the tier 2. Interested to see how quickly he gets into this Helm of the Overlord, as he's done that thing where you don't buy boots, you go, I believe, like just Quelling Blade and buy an early Helm of the Iron Will. And that's that early armor, that early HP regen, and it's something we've seen a couple times with these offlaners that really preference that Helm of the Overlord build.
Yeah, I mean, the Helm of Iron Will Rush, if you can get away with it, it's really strong. It's just about those first few waves, about whether you can get to that point without being, like, massively punished. And it seems like he's got away with it so far.
So Xinkyu has blocked this pull camp, and they've He's got the Hawk, so they see the courier. At least for now.
So they managed to get one courier there, but then now they have to worry about it getting back without it dying. It goes both ways.
Meanwhile, Luna and Sven pretty much neck and neck. That being said, the top CS for everybody's pretty much up there.
Yeah, it's all very even right now. I think I was expecting this top lane to do a little bit better for Spirit, but LGD have played it well.
Jinq comes over, Primal springs down.
Oh, the courier.
Back looking for a courier. This time he'll find Luna's. Oh.
That's a lot of net worth on that courier as well.
Yeah,
it's like 900 net worth or something.
Yep.
So the patience finally pays off for Jinq. Bit of a slow game, but small things to think about.
We'll finally unblock that camp. Mapushka lays down that sentry. And we'll actually send the courier back home finally. So courier does have a chance to walk back home, and this lane kind of staying quiet. The whole game pretty quiet. That being said, Jow8 mid 28-4 to the Batriders 27-3. This has been a very close CS matchup so far.
Yeah, I think when the Helm of Dom comes out on the Beastmaster, this top lane's going to get really difficult for Spirit. And it looked, I don't know if they've been making any stacks yet. I haven't seen the Ancient area or anything on the Dire side, but this Luna is going to need to head back to that jungle. Obviously, we see a lot. Okay, there's a big camp stack, and that's one Ancient stack. Okay. So a little bit to fall back on already. Something we've mentioned, you know, Spirit are very good at.
And at the same time,
nighttime.
At the same time, Faith Beyond's using that board to stack up the Ancients.
Oh, okay.
So he's been really efficient with it. If he can't be aggressive, if they know they're not going to get these kills, he's used the board to just get stacks. Oh, now Jinq will lose his courier that came through in an odd way. And he might just be dead. Balance Strike comes in. Yatro is going to grab First Blood. So he gets caught out of position. Yep, with that bushwhack, and will ultimately lose his life for it.
Yeah, they really want the Oracle here. It's not an easy kill, but...
Bottom lane, Y on the run, getting body blocked by Mira. Collapse looking for the kill. It's Mira who gets credit for it. Ame just can't get the kill yet. Swashbuckle missing, but the shield crashes there. Should be a trade, and it's Ame who gets the kill.
Yeah, and 6-minute rune about to spawn here as well. Could be a big moment. And this, like, you know, Pango, Batrider, both these heroes that can...
Radiant's courier has been killed.
And they get out of control with this active rune. Toronto Tokyo's going to pick it up. Not the most impactful one, but with the napalm cooldown, it could help.
Now he lost his courier as well, and now he gets that bottle refill thanks to a Y who came over mid. Looks for a deep obs, not going to find it, not on that cliff.
Oh, the lasso,
and they used the magic missile to get that stun on Jow8, but he's got the rolling thunder. He should escape and will.
Shield Crush is one of the most absolutely ridiculous skills that is in Dota at the moment. Like, the amount of damage resistance you get is
per hero,
not okay. Like, that skill does far too much. 16% per hero, hits 2, 32% resistance. You're using lasso, you're using stun. Who cares? See you later.
Pretty rough when you're trying to get a kill there onto the Pangolier, and all of a sudden now he's going after Mira. Doesn't have a rolling thunder, but he does have Swashbuckle in a second if he wants to stick with this Venge. We'll go into the trees. They've got Jinq for some vision. And over on the other side, though, is Toronto Tokyo going for Y. Y taking a lot of damage. They'll get the kill on Amira, and now they're going to turn on Toronto Tokyo. Y on the run, surviving, and will walk out of this, at least for now. And Toronto Tokyo is not going to look for anything more. Not going to try and dive this with 3 heroes showing from LGD, but they're trying to go into the Fortune's End with the shield crash right on top. Wise from Toronto Tokyo to use that flame break to push Jow8 away.
Yeah, that was a nice timing, wasn't it? I'm assuming he did it on purpose. He must have done, but really well played. Luna having a good time top, though. I mean, we've been focusing around a lot of the action that's been happening in the last couple of minutes, but Toro has that Mask of Madness up with the treads now, so gonna start farming away.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, Possessed Mask as well.
That Ancient Camp again, and I think he's got it. Yeah. Wow, this is like 6 stacks.
Oh, what, in the Radiant Nations? Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe 6 or 7. I mean, it's a full house.
Illusion.
You know the stack's good when the creeps are like glitching out and they keep moving around because they can't sit still. That's a tasty stack.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Zhao 8's up top. Trying to work here with Faith Beyond, who does have that Helm of the Dom ready. 500 gold to his name, just about. They've got the Boundless Strike as well as the Primal Spring. He'll use that Bushwhack early. Miposhka gets into the trees.
Is under attack.
He's gonna see him though. Oh, no stun available.
Is under attack.
Sven taking this stack and watch his net worth, guys.
Dire's
Here we
structures
go.
are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Toronto Tokyo's coming over a little bit, but that stack is gone, and they found Miposhka. Zhao 8 with the Rolling Thunder. Toronto Tokyo comes over, sees that Ame's in here. Ame, who's got the Mask of Madness. Now it's 6,000 gold with that stack.
Do you reckon he's like, he's just seen his Sven take this massive stack and he's like, guys, I think we have a problem. Like, this is a bit of an issue.
Yeah, gets the Mask of Madness and a full Oblivion Staff and almost the full Echo Saber. It's 300 gold off of that.
Yeah, we should say as you can see, the observers pointing out, they do still have an ancient stack to take on the Luna as well. So in like reserve net worth, as long as Yatora does get that, she's not too far behind on the Luna.
And Toronto Tokyo's doing a good job of taking the big camp stack and then coming over to the jungle and getting some more. Ooh, Stormhammer for 68 gold. Value town.
All about min-maxing Beat Up, and the Barrow's going to be able to stack
the
again
Hawk.
here.
Yeah, but the Hawk's going to
Dire's
spot
middle
this.
tower is under attack.
Oh, that's a bit worrying, isn't it?
Because God Strength's up in 30 seconds. I don't think they can contest it just yet, but if they find themselves an opportunity to get this stack, that's going to be very devastating for Team Spirit, and they know it's there.
A gift from the goddess.
They
Finally, Luna comes over, though, and they got to, they're going to see Luna taking the stack, and I don't think they're close enough to contest.
Yeah, with the Venge there as well, it does die quickly. And this is what you see from good teams. OG did this a lot, like a long time ago when they used to play these ALP drafts, that whenever you have these heroes taking stacks like this and you're a little bit worried, you always make sure you have heroes protecting them.
Ooh, they're
LGD going to come in.
Yeah, they're going to try and contest this. There's the Swashbuckle as well as the Stormhammer coming out. They're killing Amira.
This is huge.
The stack is left. The God Strength, Bushwhacker on a 2, but it's not going to matter. He'll swipe and take the stack. They've got the Primal Roar onto Yatoro, and they'll get the kill on the Luna. Not only that, they've taken the stack. They've got a killing spree on Zhao 8. So much gold going their way.
At the end of this game, that will be the moment that we look at.
Are fortified.
That is like such a game-defining moment. Because we talked about how the Luna was basically at the same net worth as Sven with the stacks if she's able to take them. She's 2k net worth behind
Dire's middle
Yeah.
tower
at 11 minutes.
Flame Break on the 2. Y level 7, he does have that False Promise. Lasso pulling Ame back, and now into the swap. Magic Missile, and they've got the False Promise. So he'll survive. He's on the run. He'll throw a Stormhammer out into the Hoodwink. The Silence, though, with the ulti of the Dark Ascension being popped by Collapse, they're trying to get a kill here. Anything they can grab on Team Spirit they like, but LGD already retreating very successfully.
Really well played by LGD. Fabian, a little bit less network distribution from him than we normally see from like LGD giving to him, right? But I think it's a good way to adapt coming into the series, right? That you understand this Sven.
God, do you see how much Jinku just moved here? It's disgusting. He was right by the triangle. Now he's top, gets right on top of Collapse. They have the lockdown, and he's not going to make it out. Why with the Purifying Flames kill? And it's just that easy. If you watch Shinkyu, it's his movements, and a hero like this, he plays so well, and he's got no boots, and it's usually something that he likes doing on this Monkey King, because who needs boots when you can jump through the trees and catch up to heroes so quickly?
Ah, and this is what I'm saying, you don't need boots, right? And look at his skill build as well on the Monkey King. It's really cool. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Jingu.
No, he doesn't. He's gone 3-3.
Yeah, like you have this pure utility build. Because it's not about doing damage on the Monkey King this game, right? When you pop the Wukongs, you don't get Jingu on all the things, so you don't need to level it up.
Let's just bump.
Every game's different on this Monkey King 4. And LGD, they get the Roach. There's Blink up on Zhao 8 now as well, so I think LGD, there could be a big power spike coming through here when they get the God Strength back up again, and I could see them really pushing the issue. And honestly, I look at Spirit. Are they ready for this?
You know that they're there. Mid lane, Mira caught. Mira's desperately trying to get into this Ags, of course.
But the difference between the 3 and the 4 Venge, though, especially when you're in games like this where you're behind, you know, we've talked about how that moment before you get the Axe, there's this big time where, like, before you spend that whole 4,200 gold, you don't do as much with the gold as other heroes would, where, like, this Pango has a blink, for example, right? And I know they're on different roles, it's a bad comparison, but it takes a long time on position 4, is what I'm trying to say, to get that Axe up and online.
Even when Avenge is in the position 3 going straight for that Ags, the same thing can be said, right? You don't really apply much until you've got that Ags. It's just gold being saved compared to, say, what Faith Beyond is giving, where he's got the Helm of the Dominator going into the Helm of the Overlord, and...
You've worded that much better than me. Thank you. You saved me there.
I guess I did. You're welcome.
And this is what I was talking about with the God Strength, though. Sorry to cut you off, B-Cup, but
I don't know.
I think this is a big moment in the game.
Stormhammer, God Strength. Poshka gets a break, but he doesn't save his life.
And it's going to be the tier 1 as well.
Yeah, just popping that God Strength. They're here bottom. They've got this Aegis to work with. He's going into the BKB, and again, it's a question of whether or not he's going to disassemble that Echo Saber, but I don't think he will. He's already bought the Ogre Axe, and looking over towards mid, they've got the Dark Ascension, but, ooh, boy, Collapse is caught. Collapse getting away for a second, but the Fortune's End is there. They have the swap coming in from Mira. Why? Looking to get there with the Purifying Flames, but that won't get the kill. Maposhka comes over, and he will defend if anybody comes in from LGD. But that being said, Ame coming over from the side. He doesn't have God Strength anymore, but he still is a scary hero, again, in the face of.
Well played by Collapse, though. He manages to just stay around the cliff edge, right? And it makes it really awkward for Zhao 8 to get this amazing, easy rolling Thunder off.
Oh. Collapse going for Zhao 8 does a decent chunk of damage by himself, but now he'll pig pull.
They have no rolling Thunder here, remember, so Collapse is going to be difficult to catch up to. I say that.
Strike misses into the trees. They know he went south. Ame's here.
Oh my god!
Juke, and 4 heroes will finally catch him.
That was always one of the most amazing jukes I've ever seen.
If he had a way out, that could have been big.
But he dodged like every spell until the Sven's done.
Yeah.
They have Blink Lasso here, though, on Team Spirit, so they want to try and make the rotation back. And they catch Faith Beyond.
Yeah, Lasso onto the Beastmaster. They've got the Bushwhack, Sharpshooter. Maposhka with the kill there.
That's a big pick-off. Because you have to remember, this game isn't just the Sven, it's the Sven that's getting enabled by a Beastmaster. So the Beastmaster timings are not as important, but still very important for the Sven's damage output.
Slows him down from the Helm of the Overlord by about 400 golds, which once that comes up can be difficult to deal with. And we've seen a lot of these heroes that have gotten the Helm of the Overlord, they get that Ancient Black Dragon, they push out these creep waves, especially when they get an early tier 2, which LGD just did. So you can keep the pressure on that top tier 3, make things a little bit difficult to, you know, be comfortable with your Team Spirit.
Yeah, they definitely don't feel comfortable at all here. It feels like they're constantly just having to play dodge the Sven. Because even with this Blink initiation, it's not even like he farms quickly, as he also is a kill threat, right?
Yep.
That's the difference. Whereas this Luna is kind of like at the point where she can't deal with the Sven. So you play dodge the Sven, you try and farm upon the Luna as much as possible. I don't know what timing they're going to play for either around this Luna. It's not a great core-to-core matchup. It's okay, but like Luna doesn't like playing against these heroes with, you know, insane single target damage.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, that's the combo. Where if you cut the tree down, lets the Bushwhack go. Have you seen? Theban's telling us to check Sven's GPM.
It's 783 at the moment.
Oh dear. at like 18 minutes into the game.
Collapse. He's found
That's a kill.
Shinkyu, and they'll get the kill onto the Monkey King. Had the help there from Mira.
It's funny, right? Because we've seen Jinkyu do this a lot, right? Where you sit on the side of the map, you split push lanes as this Monkey King 4, and you be annoying as possible. Probably the hardest game to ever do it against the heroes that Spirit have.
Toronto Tokyo getting the lasso on a Y. Y is that false promise if he can survive, as well as 20 charges on the wand. He'll get the false promise off, and now is trying to run. He'll pop the wand, TP, and he's out. Does he survive? No.
No, he's still
way
very
too much
good.
damage. But he's also picked up a Philosopher's Stone, so he'll be getting an influx of gold.
It's such a great item to have. It was so good.
Ifion's got this Helm of the Overlord now, working with that ancient granite golem. Always nice when you get your health increased by 15%. Quite nice with this ancient granite golem.
Radiant's middle tower
I do like
is
that
under
Xiao Eight's
attack.
going this more like utility Pango build though. Sometimes we see from these Pango cores where they go like diffusal and everything like that, where they kind of like become this like semi-core themselves. I think when you have this position 1, hang on, Poshka.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah, Rolling
is under
Thunder coming in
attack.
from Zhao 8. He goes the other way, but he's got the Blink Dagger. Swashbuckle, Maposhka into the trees. With the TP out, but he's been spotted. One more right click there from Zhao 8, and they'll get the kill on a Maposhka.
So the point I was going to make is that when you have this big hero like the Sven that you know is going to do damage and is the hard hitter, you don't need to double down on it. Like, you're absolutely fine.
Stormhammer. You're spotted, and there's the Boundless Strike Magic Missile thrown, but Ame's got more than enough damage to get this kill, even without the God Strength, which he is holding. He's going into a Silver Edge, by the way. He's got the Christos already picked up.
Every time we click the Sven, I feel like he has another item.
Yeah, 816 on the GPM now.
If you showed me that Sven and told me what minute it was into the game, I would not tell you minute 20.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He is so far in front.
You're going to get this tier 2. He's got
Dire's
3,100
middle tower
health
has fallen.
when affected by this granite golem. That seems so strong, just to have a 15% health boost to your whole team when the granite golem's with you.
Shinkyu's item build as well, Solar Crest first. They are all about buffing up their Sven here. BKB on the Night Stalker, as the Observer points out, obviously disassembling that Echo Saber. Unfortunately, for Collapse, it's not just magic damage that you have to worry about here. It does help with the Rolling Thunder, but this Sven, I don't know what they can build on their heroes that makes me feel good for them.
Really, at the moment, not much.
Like, they need to try and find a way of kiting the Sven BKB, I think, but even then, do they have the damage to kill him? It's really tough.
BKB and a smoke from TSpirit could be, honestly, Roach coming up soon could end up being game on the line here. Especially if LGD just wipe the floor. But Spirit, not like they don't have the tools to bring this one back. They just have to be in the right position to make it all happen. And that's going to start with a kill on Zhao 8. That's perfect. That's exactly what they need.
Yeah, that's such a huge kill. That's the big team fight for LGD, and they're going to have to get out here.
Stormhammer contract, but there's the BKB. LGD, do they leave? They've already popped the God Strength. Do they want to go back in and fight? They know that Roche is up pretty soon. 30 seconds until they've got themselves Zhao 8 back. And it's
there's a
a minute
TV.
40 until Roche.
Oh, they didn't give it to the Luna. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
As soon as they pop the God Strength, I think Spirit do the right thing by getting out. LGD felt so good even without the Pango, which shocked me.
Yeah. I think they knew that with God Strength popping and with how farmed Ame is, they could still scare them.
Yeah, and I guess without Lasso, they missed that big BKB piercing disable right on Spirit. So, yeah, as the Ops is showing, Silver Edge coming out for the Sven. Even more net worth to work with now in his inventory.
Takes the extra 25 movement speed on Sven at level 20.
Just running around at like almost max movement speed at the moment with the Silver Edge and the Mask of Madness.
Under ward vision for the moment. So they know where the Sven is, and they know where he is without God Strength, but it doesn't look like they're making their way over. They've got Collapse cleaning up top, and 2 heroes over bottom to potentially come on to Xiao, but he'll leave, feeling the pressure.
Interesting that Yutora hasn't gone for BKB on Batrider as well. Gone for like more of this utility build, like Force Blink and stuff. And you know, we talked about them finding a way to deal with the BKB Sven duration, but maybe that Force stuff something to do with it.
He's going into the Aether Lens next on Toronto Tokyo, so we'll see what he gets from this. He's also picked up that shard, so the double flame break. See how much that comes in for him, as they're going to go for Roche. They're going to go for the second Aegis with the Ag shard.
He dies so fast. Don't even bother like thinking about it on Spirit, because Solar Crystal Monkey King, the Beastmaster auras, a very farmed Sven. It's a recipe for success.
Oh yeah.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
I mean, this Venge is still trying to build the Ags, not quite there yet.
It's a long way on this Ags. It's taking a long time. And again, it's another one of those, I've got Ags' Venge, but now we're 8k behind.
Love this item pickup from Jinky that's going to be coming up as well. The Lotus Orb.
Dire's courier.
Venge and Batrider. It has like such good efficiency in the game.
Whoa. Toronto Tokyo losing that courier that had the majority of that Aether Lens on it.
Good D-Ward as well by White.
Look at where Ame's playing. Not by himself, because the team's kind of close by, but man, he's so confident in what he's got at the moment. And yeah, they do spot Maposhka. They've got Shinkyu coming with the Boundless Strike. Primal Spring down. Xiao.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Did you see that where he got caught though with those? I mean, oh god, they caught the Sven.
Now they've caught Ame, and he's got himself that Aegis, so he's not going to pop the God Strength just yet. He'll pop the BKB, and now we're going to the God Strength. Mira. Oh dear. Collapse here with Primal Roar. Here come the right clicks from Ame. Double kill here for the Sven. Did you catch me, or did I catch you? And that's Ame turning it back around with the help of his team on TSpirit.
Yeah, the confidence of Ame to turn around with BKB God Strength at like 300 HP and just start hitting when you have Aegis is, yeah, I can appreciate that.
Going up onto the high ground.
So tanky.
How much health does he have now? He's got, yeah, still that 31-51 with the Ancient Granite Golem. They'll go and take themselves the melee racks. Bushwhack comes through, but they're still dealing with the Aegis and a False Promise. These save heroes throughout the series so far have been very crucial to each team's potential victories. Having that confidence to just run in and go, knowing that False Promise is ready to save you. And he's going for the Satanic. He's picked up the Reaver.
Spirit only having 6 kills in 26.5 minutes, by the way. It's like unheard of for them.
They've come back from situations like this before, though.
Oh, they have. And the game's definitely not over yet, but again, I don't know how they're going to kill this Sven.
Mira still does not have Ags. You just say, again, you see the supports of LGD higher net worth than both supports of TSpirit. They're going to go and take this tier 2 over bottom. The last outer tower standing here for TSpirit. While Spirit are in the jungle continuing to try and farm. Mira desperately looking for that Ags. He's only 30 gold off of it. And maybe that's a game changer, potentially. It does make it a bit of a nuisance with this Venge. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. And yeah, Shinkyu, he's got this Lotus Orb. They have the damage going into the tier 3. It's going to be a problem. Rolling Thunder coming out with the Blink Dagger. They're going to Yatoro. Just have that BKB. And Rolling Thunder. He's turning again. Ooh, he was turning in. Got the Swashbuckle, but there's the Lotus Orb.
Oh, was that Jinkyu's? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And this is nice from LGD. They don't force it too hard. There's no reason to push it when you're against this really good high ground defense in the 5-on-5. Just, you know, carry on farming them out, build up your lead. Wait for that God Strength to come back up again and try and look for a pick-off instead. Makes that high ground push so much easier. And there's a Titan Sliver for the Sven.
Invisibility.
Was the same.
Oh, he's
last
taking
game.
Paladin's sword. Okay.
Both teams with the Svens ending up getting themselves a Titan Sliver. They're going to go over. They'll find Mapochka. Ame, very farmed, very heavy. He'll just step on this squirrel and he'll go for more. Mira does have the Ags. The illusion is there, but well, that was a great use of the first Ags availability for Mira as he's dead and gone.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. You don't force a high ground when it's a 5-on-5. You get the pickoffs. Now you go and finish the buildings. Now that there's less to be worried about. It's
not the most exciting win from LGD if they grab this, but it certainly is the most methodical we've seen them.
I think
not over the top, not too far out of their own way, you know?
Methodical is definitely the correct word. You know, move from A to B to C. You got your checklist. You tick everything off.
And eventually, you win the game. You choke them out. You're taking over the map and making sure that you can win this game and not throw anything away. Down 1-0 in the grand final.
It's, you know, and I think the difference between when Spirit are behind in this game and the other games is that Collapse is playing a hero that wants to be playing from ahead, right? Where before they had this insane catch that he offers from heroes like Sand King and Magnus. Night Stalker isn't that kind of hero. Like, he can't make these, like, really good high ground defense plays.
Ame back up to an 830 GPM. So really maintaining it. And he's just about going to have this Swift Blink. He's 1100 gold away from it, so basically a minute and a half away. And we really, yeah, again, it is different from the last few games we've seen from Spirit where they do have collapse on those heroes. It doesn't feel like they have any confidence in taking these fights. When you see them in these previous engagements, they'll, you know, be behind collapse who's ready to make that jump. And you're not seeing that here. You're just seeing them very complacent with LGD taking all the farm on the map.
Mm-hmm. See the Beastmaster cutting through the trees as well, just checking for the hoodwink, making sure there's nobody hiding, sneaking their way through. Basher on Jinkyu as well, I should probably point out. I mean, that's, sorry, not Jinkyu, Zhao 8. You can
15 armor on the False Promise talent. There's the Daedalus.
I would say as well, I think the vision advantage that these Hawks have given all game. Oh god, trying to take his head.
So quickly is he killed with that God Strength. Ben's also going to be having a Swift Blink come in with the golden he's getting from this tier 3 tower and these racks just to fly in through. They pop the A on disc. First hit fast coming in from Zhao 8. The Stormhammer's going to be thrown over onto Mapochka. The swap, it's actually put Mira in a worse position. And that position's right next to Ame. Swap again with the illusion. The BKB gets popped. They've got themselves the Primal War into the Wukong's command. Yatoro needing to back up, but Collapse is finally trying to jump in with the Great Blink Fear, get the silence out. The silence is onto the Pango, but they use the False Promise to keep Ame alive with the BKB pop on Collapse. The chase is on here from Spirit. They have the buyback coming in from Toronto, Tokyo. They're looking over, but the balance strike comes through from Shinkyu. Shinkyu's kind of let by himself. They're going to the mischief. The right click's coming in from Yatoro. Might be enough to finally get a kill here onto the Monkey King. They get themselves one. They'll take out Mapochka, though. In return, down goes Faith Beyond. 3 heroes down to the side of LGD, and Spirit finally have themselves a hold.
Shall I getting low here? He has blink up in a second. Oh, can't quite get it off. Oh, the glaive bounce.
They got him for a second.
They're
right on top of Zhao, and it's 4 heroes dead. It cost them a lot. It's very costly, almost mega creeps. But yeah, to hold. And I say that, God Strength, the right click damage from Ame. You thought you won, but instead Ame says, I'm the victor.
Ame plays so well this game. The fact that he can be like, 4 of his teammates are dead, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for this. Why not?
And now he takes Roche With why?
Of course. The Innocence Oracle damage really coming in huge here.
Yeah, he's
like, oh, thank God my Oracle's here.
58 damage with the Philosopher's Stone.
Is that
the axe on the Oracle as well?
Yeah, it is. The Fate's Edict upgrade.
This is so good, this axe upgrade. You never get to see it though because Oracle doesn't farm. Yeah, basically means if you use it on Sven, he becomes magic immune, but he can still attack. Thanks. Yeah. It's so strong, and I've seen
Oracle is in the net worth. When do you see that?
Someone take a screenshot. Innocence is like, hell yeah, man.
Oh my god. And there goes the range racks. Mega creeps.
Has fallen. The Radiant now have mega creeps.
I have to say, the Hawks from the Beastmaster this game have done so much work. Like, they allowed them to kill Toronto Tokyo when they were sieging top lane before, it seized the Ancient stacks before. It feels like they've gained so much information, like, off of these Hawks, that they can just use to, like, play aggressive with.
Jethro wanting to go into the Divine Rapier, but he's so much gold away from that. They still have to hold this high ground to even have a chance for him to farm that up. They get the stun with the dive bomb from the Hawk onto Yatoro. They get the stun to the Primal Roar out of the collapse, but the BKB before that. Now moving in, looking over at Yatoro. They've got the lasso. They're going to pull him all the way in. Yes,
he has Aegis.
He's got the Aegis. Can they keep him close? They bring him in again. That's the Oracle. Ooh, the pushback will pull him. No, it's a little bit earlier, but Ame,
they got him.
They got him. They got the kill on Ame. He doesn't have buyback. They'll use the Eclipse. That'll take out Shinkyu. They got him twice. They pulled him all the way through.
I didn't see what happened to the Oracle, but he had Blink and Ult up and available, so I don't know whether something cancelled it. Maybe it was collapsed, but I mean, for TSpirit, they do have Megas to try and deal with, and maybe they can get a Rapier on the Luna and surprise us all, but I mean, still very difficult. Ame just, he gets that kill up in the Luna in top lane, he's like, I'm insane. I can do whatever I want. Starts diving. And, yeah, gets punished for it.
They're still putting the pressure on this Spirit team without Ame. They're going to get a kill here on Amira. Again, not a kill that really matters when you've got the Ags. But yeah, look at that. Swap comes out. Magic Missile. That's going to be bounced back with the Lotus Sword being placed on by Shinkyu.
I'm telling you, the shield crash damage and like reduction is like, make me go on another rant about it, because I'll be here for hours.
Stupid. 500. Ooh. Okay, so Yatoro is going to go off the Divine Rapier and go to the Satanic.
I'm surprised. I think you have to go for it at this point. Like, yeah, it's high risk, high reward, but I don't think the Satanic's going to win you the game when LGD have Megas. Like, I don't think you can just stand there with Satanic on and hit the Sven when he's trading with you. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm underselling it.
Can you, though? Swift Blink, Bloodthorn, getting jumped on, God Strength?
I mean, Satanic obviously going to be very good at taking off the Bloodthorn, though, if needed.
Yeah, I just wonder if that's going to be enough. They're going to lose Mira again. Shinkyu coming forward. And they've got the Wukong's command. Yatoro standing it in. Now they've got the Blink as well as the Stormhammer. The damage is down with the Bloodthorn. The BKB is going to be popped by Yatoro. They'll have themselves the Lotus Orb that'll bounce back to Lucent B, but he's still got the BKB to work with for a couple more seconds. Primal Roar comes out. That holds him still. They take him to the tier 4s. They're going with the Rolling Thunder. Collapse, trying to deter them from jumping in on the Yatoro. Who's trying to output some of this damage. They've got the BKB with the Stormhammer for the right-click damage. Satanic, is it going to be enough? They've got the Lotus Orb. They've got the control. And now Yatoro's going to get up to full health. But there's the swap. They get the coming here as well as Toronto Tokyo. They'll drop down the Eclipse with the Lucent Beam. They've got the break on the Sven. The damage coming out. And now he kind of cleans on up with his own Satanic. He'll take out Yatoro. He'll take game 2. And it's 1-1 as LGD will secure the victory.